Okay.
All right.
500, attempt 10%, not. That's a different reading than what I got before.
It is a different reading. Oh.
Oh, you scrolled
Oh,
up.
wow. Okay, hold on. Shit.
Okay. Sketch uses 15.10 bytes. Now it's saying 4% of the program storage space. Before it was 10%.
It was
Maximum is something. Maybe it's the 10 past it. Maximum is totally different. It was 10% before, and it wasn't that big of a number.
So now is it?
The global variable. So it's changing every time we download it.
Alright, so let's go ahead and just try one more time and download it. On Sketch.
This is Lab 3. Digital communications, making two Arduinos talk. First code is running error messages. It's different every time. Basically, we got the two Arduinos connected. They're trying to communicate. We did bring up serial monitor. It came up, it was showing AB, 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 blinking off and on. So do we want to bring up serial monitor?
Yeah, we want to do that. So this is...
Now it's changed. Before it was AB, AB. Now it's going so fast. What is that? JDH? No way to stop it, is there? That's...
Ho, 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 ho.
Ho, 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 ho.
It looks like ho, ho.
So I was trying to do something. The first one we did was just saying AB, AB, but you could actually
We can actually
watch it.
delay now.
We were able to upload the program on the Arduinos before they were connected with no problem with compiling the sketch.
Let's see if the delay helps.
Now we're trying, he changed the delay.
Nope.
No, it's in
No,
order.
it's
Okay, I'm going to stop
busy.
the video. I think that's the rest of that first set of code. Here's the original code that I was getting on mine.
There.
206, 10% of the dynamic memory, leaving 1,842 bytes for local variables. Maximum is 2,048 bytes. Error, opening serial port. So now we ended up turning it around. We're both hooked up to an Arduino each with the computer to hit Bernard's Arduino to his computer. Again, error uploading sketch, but on my end, serial port is going from his, mine's the receiver, and it's reading AB, AB. It had some other letters before I started the video, backwards question marks. So it's doing something. They're communicating. Okay, this is part 2 of code send receive. On my end, I'm the receiver. This is the code I'm getting at horizontal, where we're connected down here. We've removed the backsplashes, or backslashes. Bernard's sender is sending it this way vertically. We're going to go through. Did you want to?
Sender,
Basically,
receiver.
our idea of disrupting from everything now, we're going to unplug the communication wires from the sender Arduino. I'm still moving on my end,
I'm still moving.
and he's still moving on his end. Unless now it's just going over what it already had in it.
Well,
Okay, well, that's our attempt at disrupting. Inside here again, this is the second part of Lab 3. We've got receiver code, sender code, number 2. You can see the serial monitor in the back. Our Arduino's hooked up. This time we went ahead and put 8 feet of communication cables. Didn't seem to interrupt at all. At least not noticeably. We ended up putting a delay of 100 on the code to slow it down so we could actually read it. You can actually see it running the code up to 250, and then it resets back to 1. Check some pass. Now if I disconnect one of the communication cables, it'll stop it. Basically, if I go back through and reconnect them, it starts back up where it left off. We did get a code for a bit. The checksum failed. We ended up, I think that corrected after we put the delay in. just because I think it was going so fast it wasn't reading proper. So you can see the code running. Arduinos are definitely communicating across the board. Different on this end than on this end. And that's the end of lab 3. I did notice that the book was reading that we have a limitation of about 50 feet. So if this were to run, we'd probably have to have a jump device to carry it over to the next one. If that's as far as the cables will go on the RX, the TX. Okay, so we're going to add into this. Right now we're going to add some noise to one of the sender wires. We're hooked up. We're going to hook a motor up. And as soon as we hook the motor up, it starts and then it says a failed sign. It does it a couple times. Sometimes it does it more than others. Now if we take that same motor and swap it to one of the other sender wires from the receiver to the sender, sorry, a little bit of a spark, motor's going, we get a lot more noise. It really doesn't like it. It actually almost reads up pissed and some other words. It's like getting angry, and as it goes, we've noticed it gets even more angry the longer you leave it on. And of course this time it isn't doing that. It's doing way more before. But as you can see, it definitely doesn't like it. So this is what it looks like when I unplug it. Everything starts passing again. And then again, if I plug it back in, more noise. Even more that time.